Let's talk about loving your kids, your adult kids, without losing yourself, especially in your 50s. And make sure you listen to the end because number 7 is the most important. I mean, no one prepares you for this season of life. You've spent decades being needed. Then suddenly you're watching your adult children make choices you wouldn't choose. And it hurts. I mean, you taught them better. You love them. You worry about them. And sometimes you feel powerless. So if you're a mom or a grandma in your 50s who feels stuck between loving your kids and losing yourself, this video is for you. So if you haven't met me before, I'm Michelle from Alberta, Canada. I'm a mom of 3 adult girls, amazing adult girls. And at Grandma Oma to 9 littles. And I talk about life in my 50s, especially the parts no one warned me about, the parts I'm trying to figure out. If you're new here, please hit subscribe because this channel is about real conversations, real growth, and women supporting women in this season of life. I used to think being a good mom meant fixing things, giving advice, stepping in before things fall apart. But when your kids become adults, that role changes, right? If you don't change with it, you end up exhausted, worried, and honestly just plain stuck. I've learned sometimes the hard way that loving your adult kids doesn't mean controlling the outcome. And that realization was painful, very painful and hard to sit with. So here's the real lessons no one tells you about adult kids. Number 1, your role has changed, even if your heart hasn't. When your kids were young, we were in charge. We decided everything, bedtimes, rules, consequences, safety. But when they become adults, that role quickly expires, even though our instincts didn't. That's where the tension comes from. You're still their mom, but you're no longer the manager of their life. This change asks us to shift something to something harder and softer at the same time. Mentor, guide, steady, presence, letting go of control isn't giving up. It's respecting their adulthood, believing you taught them what they needed, even when they didn't always act like adults. Number 2, unsolicited advice often lands as criticism. I mean, this one hurts because most of us are trying just to help. We've lived longer, we've made the mistakes and had to learn from those mistakes. We see the outcome and we want to save them from pain. But when advice isn't asked for, what they often hear isn't wisdom. They hear judgment or lack of trust. I mean, even good advice can feel to them like you don't believe they can handle their own life. Learning when to speak and when to pause can protect that relationship. Sometimes the most loving thing you can do is ask, do you want to know what I think? Or do you want me just to listen? Number 3, here's the big difference between helping and enabling. Helping supports their growth. Enabling keeps them stuck. And the line between the two can feel painfully thin when you love your child. I get it. Helping looks like encouragement, emotional support, and guidance when they ask for it. Enabling them looks like rescuing them from every consequence, fixing what they refuse to fix, or carrying stress that isn't yours to carry. When we constantly step in, we unintentionally tell them, you're not capable. Stepping back doesn't mean you don't care. It means you believe they can learn. Number 4, experience teaches lessons we can't. I mean, as a parent, we want to protect our kids from pain. I get it. Me too. But the truth is, experience teaches in a way lectures never will. When we allow natural consequences to happen, we give our adult children the chance to grow, like reflect, and take responsibility. It doesn't mean you're cold or detached. It means being loving without interfering. Something to remember. You can be a safe place without being a safety net that catches every fall. Let them learn their own lessons. Number 5, we can't want change more than they do. This one is the hardest truth to accept. You can see the problem clearly. You can feel the urgency. But if you want healing, growth, or change more than they do, you'll exhaust yourself and damage the relationship. Your job isn't to force transformation. It's to support it when they're ready. Letting go of that responsibility is not failure, it's acceptance. And acceptance creates peace for you. Number 6, don't become a one-topic parent. Something is wrong in your child's life, it can take over every conversation. Every interaction becomes about the problem. But that often pushes them away instead of pulling them closer. They still want connection. They still want to laugh. They still want stories. They still want shared moments. Expanding the relationship beyond the struggle keeps that door open. When things eventually fall apart, and sometimes they do, they'll know you're that safe person they can come talk to. And here's the biggest, most important one. Loving them doesn't mean losing yourself. This season is not about your children. It's also about you. For years, your identity was wrapped up in being needed, raising them, teaching them lessons, guiding them. And now there's space to do that. Space can feel lonely, confusing, or even painful sometimes. But it can also be an invitation to grow, to learn new skills, to create purpose beyond parenting. When you put your energy into your own growth, whether it's learning something new, a new hobby, digital skills, marketing, or helping other women in their 50s like I do, you stop living in constant worry mode and start building a future that feels hopeful again. Life becomes meaningful again. Let me end with, you are allowed to love your adult kids deeply and choose yourself. You are allowed to let go and build something new. If this season feels heavy, maybe it's not the end of something. Maybe it's the beginning of you. So if this resonates with you, just make sure you subscribe so that you'll get a notification the next time I make a video. You can also let me know if you want to have a conversation. Chat about this season of life. Talk about something. Sometimes it helps just to talk to somebody. And I'm a good listener. And also, if you want to know what I'm doing online to earn some extra income, so I'm not engulfing myself into my kid's life, just tell me you want to learn something new, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Take care, everybody.